là bồi nhận nhôm mà nực khơi thà tham ma nết tê chụp này đăng mình chỉ từ lùm từ lý đôi sầm đạch mà hà khô sần non chẳng có do ăn tập bọt sầm đạch mà hà khô sần non sầm đạch phí đam phu thì bật nâng máu chạy chun đòn nhiệt nhôm sầm đạch khô sần non lục thà đam phu thì bật ai rồi nâng ná có bàn đài nâng sọc mai sọc India rồi còn nâng hàng cào tè dương có rồi bàn đấy rồi cái này na để dương cùi hái dương bàn sầm rạch thô cái này nâng ấy đam chưa nâng hết đam chưa khai chỉ đam chưa pu thì bật sầm rạch dương đấy sầm rạch pre sầm mà sầm phốt đó đấy ai lục sầm đại nhầm pi dương từng ở cái này để dương miền chặt chọt chùm bẹ chữ môi nâng rùp sầm lên khăn rùa sầm pho pe na chuột bỏ lỏ có chuột tới vì chỉ hai này sự cái đây tốt pe na chuột bỏ mình lỏ có cá tôm mà no tới có chỉ phơi khô để no mà dương mình bán xây cái đây sọc chẳng đại cô sơn nắn luôn ở dương riêng miền smart đấy mindfulness lẹ bong nơi ca chuột chùm bẹ chùm pua khăn tầng pram nó rù về tình yêu say nhà song kha về nhiên lẹ bong ca chuột chùm bẹ chùm pua rù sầm lên khăn rùa sầm pho đầy dương bạc pol sam bờ địa này thì chị chùm mô hoàn đạt cài nâng sầm lăng khơi thay chia rồi bỏ mình tiền prai pruol mình ai bạc can mòm bàn cái nào miền sạch tệ nâng rưới rưới cắt đạch nữ upa tiến cả tròn chuột từ nâng khăn tầng pram rư có cả bậc cam mòm nâng nông rụp sầm lên khăn rùa phò thập bẹ cả một côn nâng dương nâng bàn sầm rạch nâng pre nâng piên đáy mình khàn chầm này ạ tập bọt tí pi rồi bỏ lốt cứ lột sầm đáy nhậm phí xịt cái đây sờ lánh cái miền đèn cầm nọt để dương ai chăm ra ơn mê ta đào khuôn anh chia đầm bông sâu mấy nhom bàn sóc rụi phật bị tục tam sầm đạch cô sơn nón thà sâu mọi nhom nó cứ tầng ọt nia đằng ai để pe để dương pratna khuôn anh ở bàn sóc sâu cùng ở nhom khăn kế sâu cùng ở nhom tròn pia đằng kế dương sờ lạnh luôn dương mình chọn ở dương miền chất ở cọ miền đây thay dương cà pi nè đợt tây dương sờ lạnh nè đợt tây đài lục bằng riêng ở dương riêng xài meta chất từ sọp sạt thằng o để cùng pung tại lịch luôn được nòng song xa rồi vọt xịt đây tục nứng cục nia thằng o sọt tại miền tục được trên đây hơi pe na dương riêng bắt đo thì cái đây sờ lạnh ơi nè đợt tới ca bạc can muom thả anh rồi bỏ anh nâng về thòi cho về pro dương khơi thả nè đợt tới miền tục dương cua để chui chân phiếp atman thì dùng nâng có thòi cho meta carona nó có cạn là chân nơi pe đại meta carona nâng pu tử ca bạc can asme miền nè nâng bạc can tu luôn nó có thòi cho tới đôi đại pre sama samput và ông bàn miền bờ tây carona chui đo sọc sạt tầng o nắng đòi ở miền bùm non trong bàn ấy tờ lọc màu vinh thế trong ao tề sạt luộc nắng bàn rụi phật bị tục phần đằng ai mô tần đi
sa thu lần này tục về sầm rạp sầm nụประมาณchỉ 15 นาที so like to give the floor for question and answer for Venerable Dr. Kou Sopheap. If you have any question you can raise your hand and we will give the mic. He has given a talk about the meaning of the Bodhi tree from our late Samdach Venerable Kou Sananda, who once lived in Massachusetts, United States, and he's the great meditation master and also known as the Buddha in the battlefield. if you have ever read his book. So if you have any question, you can raise your hand. ញាតិញោមមានសំណួរអីអាចពោសាកសួរដល់អង្គធម្មកថាយ៉ាងបានណាហើយប្រសង់អញ្ចឹងសូមជួយមើលផងណាហើយមានញាតិញោមមានសំណួរយើងទុកឱកាសសម្រាប់ណាសំណួរចម្លើយរយៈពេលប្រហែលជាណា15នាទីណា
So love can transform anger, can heal anger inside, and it automatically can transform the enemy to become friend because you don't hate them. So hatred make you feel that you have a lot of enemy, but when hatred absence from your heart, you have no more enemy. So it's important to build, to cultivate love and compassion toward all living being. Out of his loving kindness and compassion, that's why the Buddha spent countless lives to accumulate perfections. If he just want to reach Nibbana, he might reach in the Tipangara Buddha time. But out of his loving kindness and compassion, he dedicated his countless life to cultivate all the perfections and merits in order to attain the Buddhahood and to help out of his loving kindness and compassion. Okay, thank you. ញាតិញោមក៏ចង់ថាហេតុអីបានមេត្តានឹងសំខាន់ថាសេចក្តីស្រឡាញ់នេះវាជួយព្យាបាលកំហឹងនៅក្នុងចិត្តរបស់យើងនៅពេលដែលយើងតិចទៅវាលែងមានសត្រូវហើយពីព្រោះសត្រូវកើតឡើងដោយសារយើងខឹងគេអញ្ចឹងនៅពេលដែលយើងអប់រំចម្រើនមេត្តាច្រើនទៅវាបាត់អាធាតុខឹងហ្នឹងវាបាត់សត្រូវហ្នឹងហ្មងអញ្ចឹងគេអាចនៅខឹងយើងប៉ុន្តែយើងអស់សត្រូវពីក្នុងចិត្តយើងហើយព្រះសម្មាសម្ពុទ្ធព្រះអង្គបំពេញបារមី4អសង្ខ័យ1សែនកាប់ហ្នឹងដោយសារចិត្តអាណិតហ្នឹងហើយមេត្តាហ្នឹងហើយករុណាហ្នឹងហើយបានព្យាយាមសន្សំបារមីរាប់អសង្ខ័យហ្នឹងបើព្រះអង្គចង់រួចខ្លួនតែម្នាក់ឯងសម្រេចអរហន្តហ្នឹងសម្រេចតាំងពីពុទ្ធទីបង្កបេះមិនបាច់ពិបាកខំសន្សំបារមីមកដល់ឥឡូវហ្នឹងទេអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងព្រះអង្គមានបតីករុណាណាហ្នឹងហើយបានជួយបានសុខចិត្តលះបង់ការជីវិតរបស់លោកដើម្បីបំពេញបារមីហ្នឹងអនុមោទនា
To any other questions? So if so, we move to the next Dhamma speaker, Ajahn Kevali. We would like to invite Most Venerable Ajahn Kevali to please give a Dhamma talk, and there will be a translator into Hindi.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang dhammang sanghang namasami ito parang sakachang dhammo sotapoti. I'd like to ask permission to talk on Dhamma. Venerable Mahatheras, senior monks, senior nuns, and all the Sangha and all the Upasakas, Upasikas gathered today, and Venerable Vajrapanyo Mahathera. I feel happy to hear from Venerable Somdet Mahakosananda, because when I lived in Berlin, as a student, he came to visit one time in the Berlin Buddhist Vihara, and I can really relate to what Venerable Mahavajira Panyo was reading out, because his presence and the history of him conquering the aggression and violence through his peace and kindness was tangible. So I feel very touched by that. Thank you. And also Anumotaniya to all the Cambodia people. It's been wonderful being here. This is the second year that you have been hosting this event, and it's done very beautifully, and I feel very well as a brother to all of you in the Dhamma. So this is very, very nice to see under the Bodhi tree, that we can all come together from various traditions and countries, and we have the same spirit, the teachings of the Lord Buddha.
आचार्य केवली जी ने सबसे पहले तो अनुमोदन किया जिन आचार्य ने पहले संबोधन किया, और उन्होंने ये याद किया कि जो महाघोषानंद जी का जिक्र हुआ, उनकी जो शिक्षा थी उससे वो भी बहुत प्रभावित हुए। भिक्षु बनने से पहले जब वो बर्लिन में रहा करते थे, तो आचार्य महाघोषानंद की जो शिक्षा थी उससे उन पर काफ़ी असर पड़ा था। और दूसरा, आचार्य केवली जी ने जो कंबोडिया के उपासक उपासिकाएं हैं उनका अनुमोदन किया। इतना भव्य कार्यक्रम जो दूसरे साल भी आयोजित किया जा रहा है, इतनी श्रद्धा, इतनी भक्ति भाव से, इन दोनों बातों का आचार्य जी ने अपने शुरू के वक्तव्य में अनुमोदन किया।
So the occasion that we come together is again the recitation of the teachings of the Buddha. And as you know, we can see that there are two major parts of the teachings of the Lord Buddha, the Dhamma and the Vinaya. And I believe that most of us do consciously get access to the Dhamma through having heard the teachings, maybe having received them from mother and father, if you are lucky to be born in a Buddhist country, or through the books, if you're born somewhere else in this planet, these days maybe through the internet. But most of us have been inspired directly by the Dhamma, the teachings. What is less known to most of us is the Vinaya, which we are right now reciting because it is part of the Tipitaka. And Ms. Wangmo and her team have successfully already recited the whole of the Suttanta Pitaka, all the suttas, all the discourses, already heard and already reached us. And now we come to the Vinaya, which is like the second part of the Tipitaka, and the third part, as you know, is the Abhidhamma.
आगे आचार्य जी बताते हैं कि हम जो यहाँ इकट्ठा हुए हैं इस बहुत पावन पाठ करने के लिए भगवान बुद्ध की शिक्षा का, तो भगवान बुद्ध की शिक्षा से अमूमन जो हमारा परिचय है वो जो धम्म का पाठ है उससे परिचय है। अब यदि हम किसी बौद्ध परिवार में हैं तो माता पिता के माध्यम से, और उसके अलावा ये भी संभव है कि किताबों के माध्यम से, अन्य तरीक़ों से हमारा भगवान बुद्ध की शिक्षा से शायद परिचय हो गया हो। लेकिन जो भगवान बुद्ध ने आचरण के नियम बनाए, जिसको विनय कहा जाता है, उससे शायद हमारा इतना परिचय नहीं है। तो ये जो संस्करण, ये जो एपिसोड अब चल रहा है चैंटिंग का, पाठ का, उसमें अब हम जो नियम हैं उनका उच्चारण कर रहे हैं। तो ये अपने आप में एक बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण आयाम है भगवान बुद्ध की शिक्षा का, जो कि अमूमन हमारे सामने शायद इतना नहीं आता है।
And I'm just thinking about whether it's actually true that I myself has come to the teachings of the Lord Buddha through the Dhamma more than through the Vinaya. Obviously, I have heard about the teachings of the Buddha, and when I was a school kid, I sometimes volunteered to write papers on Buddhism, because as a kid I was able to live in Thailand for a short time, and I always felt close to the teachings of the Buddha. But thinking about it, actually, I was also very impressed by whichever monk I have met on the occasion of going to temples as a tourist, seeing the culture of countries in Southeast Asia and in India as well that respect religion and respect the form of a samana.
आगे आचार्य जी बताते हैं कि वो भी जब बालक थे, छोटे थे, तो उनको मौका मिला थाईलैंड में कुछ समय रहने का, और तभी भी जो भगवान बुद्ध की शिक्षा है उससे उनका कुछ परिचय तो हुआ। कुछ बचपन में उन्होंने उस पर एक छोटा सा पाठ भी लिखा था। लेकिन वो कहते हैं कि जब मैं वहाँ रह रहा था तो मैंने ये देखा कि मुझ पे बहुत प्रभाव पड़ा इस बात का कि किस तरीके से जो श्रमण हैं वहाँ के, वो अपने आप को, उनका जो आचरण था वो किस तरह से जी रहे थे, और उसके इर्द गिर्द उपासक उपासिकाओं का जो उनसे संबंध था। तो वो जो आयाम था उससे आचार्य जी का परिचय काफ़ी जल्दी ही बचपन में हुआ।
And I believe the experience of monks, for example from Cambodia, living in the United States now, is also very much that people who see them as monks, as samanas, relate to them very different than to any other normal practitioner. And there is something very special that is carried through the Vinaya, which is the way the monks conduct themselves, which sometimes gets communicated even without words, in the beauty of the form that the Buddha recommended his disciples to take for the practice when they leave the household life and become monks.
आगे आचार्य जी उदाहरण देते हैं कि जैसे यहाँ पे हम जानते हैं कई सारे भिक्षु कंबोडिया से आए हैं, और काफ़ी बड़ी मात्रा में जो कंबोडिया के लोग हैं वो आज अमेरिका में रह रहे हैं। तो वो उदाहरण देते हैं कि भाई वहाँ जिस प्रकार से भिक्षुओं का एक अपना आचरण होता है, जिस प्रकार से वो अपना जीवन व्यतीत करते हैं, जिस तरह से वो उपासक उपासिकाओं से आदान प्रदान करते हैं, वो भी अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा एक एग्जाम्पल बनता है कि किस तरीके से जो विनय है, जो आचरण के नियम हैं, जो भिक्षुओं के जो भिक्षुओं को एक तरीके से एक सूत्र में बांधते हैं, वो देखने से ही उसकी जो शोभा है वो बनती है।
For example, what monks do in this world many times is characterized by restraint. We're careful not to do too much or things too quickly. For example, I believe it's the same in Cambodia. Like they say, a monk running is not beautiful in Thailand. It's the same. So maybe the novices can still run around, but like the sense of restraint, sense of composure, and whether we are practicing this from a sense of inner aloofness or from keeping the guidelines of the Buddha, telling us stop here, better be careful, doesn't matter. We can meet each other in the middle, coming from the heart with a natural sense of restraint, equanimity and peace, like many of you have as well, and coming from the external form where the Buddha says, don't go there, stay back, for example. So there's the formal part and the informal part. And the informal part is for everybody the same. The formal part is special for the monks.
आगे आचार्य जी उदाहरण देते हैं कि भाई जो भिक्षु नियम है उसके अनुसार वो नियम उनको एक तरीके से एक सीमा देते हैं अपने आचरण की, किस तरीके से उनको व्यवहार करना है उसकी एक सीमा बन जाती है। और आचार्य जी बताते हैं कि यदि पूरी तरीके से वो जो सीमा है, वो जो एक तरीके से रोक है अपने आचरण पे, वो बेशक पूरी तरीके से एक चित्त की शुद्धि, पूरी तरीके से मन की शांति से ना भी आ रही हो, बल्कि इससे भी आ रही हो कि भाई ये हमारे नियम है, बहुत स्पष्ट है, हम इन नियमों का उल्लंघन नहीं करेंगे, हम इस लक्ष्मण रेखा के आगे नहीं बढ़ेंगे, वो भी अपने आप में एक बहुत अच्छी शुरुआत है, बहुत ही सराहनीय है।
So when we are now reciting the Vinaya Pitaka under the sacred Bodhi tree, a lot of the things that we are reciting have a very formal nature. They are very precise. They give you definitions of, for example, what it means that you cannot eat in the wrong time. It defines it very clearly. We have just heard it yesterday, for example. And other things are very precise. It's like a legal textbook. And obviously not so inspiring to read the Vinaya Pitaka. But if you see the Vinaya practiced, maybe it is inspiring.
आगे आचार्य जी कहते हैं कि जैसे हमने कल पाठ किया, कई जो विनय है उसमें कई बहुत औपचारिक बातें लिखी हुई हैं, किस तरीके से कब भोजन करना है, नहीं करना, वगैरह वगैरह. तो ये संभव है कि इतनी ज़्यादा औपचारिकता, इतना ज़्यादा जो महीन बातें लिखी हुई हैं वो शायद हमें बहुत ज़्यादा उत्साहित ना करें. आचार्य जी कहते हैं कोई बात नहीं, हमें उससे परेशान होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बल्कि वो जो औपचारिकता है, वो जो सीमाएं हैं, वो हमें मदद करती हैं इस मार्ग पे चलने के लिए और इस मार्ग पे बने रहने के लिए.
What I would say is that for everybody, whether monks, nuns, samaneras, samaneries, mechis, and anybody who practice in the formal way, or all of you who practice as an individual people in a group or together with your families in lay life, what is important is that we build up a culture of respect and a culture of not just doing what we want, but we do what is correct. And this is very important. This is something I had to learn becoming a monk, because many of us in the West, we think, I can do everything. I can buy a ticket and fly to Thailand. I can fly to Cambodia if I like. I can do everything. If I have money, if I've got my health and energy, I can do everything. We decide on what we like. We decide on what we want to see, want to get, want to have, want to also show off sometimes, honestly. So I had to learn this as a monk, to take myself back because of the culture of restraint, the culture of respect for each other, and the culture, we can say the silatam, sila dhamma, the culture of sila, not just the 5 silas, but the spirit of the sila, to be restrained and to be careful about what you do, what our own actions, what kind of impact they have on other people, whether it's by speech, saying something harsh which we later regret, or whether it's by gesture. Sometimes, like people move around, asserting their place as if they were a tank or so, basically steamrolling everybody else. And actually, we can learn how to stop this and be more gracious and more refined in our conduct. And this is one of the virtues that not only for the monks create a culture, but also for all of us as Buddhist upasakas and upasikas.
आगे आचार्य जी ने अब जो अपना वक्तव्य है वो आगे बढ़ाया कि विनय जो भिक्षु नियम है उससे आगे बढ़ के जो सामान्य गृहस्थ हैं, उपासक उपासिका हैं, वो बताते हैं कि उनके जीवन में भी और उनका जो आचरण है, उनका जो दिनचर्या है, उसमें भी अगर हम जो जिस तरीके से शील हमारे दिए गए हैं, या उन शीलों के आधार पे जो जिस तरीके का आचरण हमारा होना चाहिए, वो हमारी बहुत सहायता करता है. कैसे सहायता करता है? उन्होंने अपना खुद का उदाहरण दिया कि भाई जब मैं गृहस्थ था तो मुझे लगता था मैं जो मर्ज़ी कर सकता हूँ, मेरे मन में जिस तरीके की इच्छा उठती है, जिस तरीके की चाह उठती है, मैं उसके अनुसार काम कर सकता हूँ. तो आचार्य जी बताते हैं कि जो विनय है, या उससे आगे बढ़ के जो भगवान बुद्ध ने जिस तरह से शीलों का हमें एक जाल दिया है अपने आप को बचाने के लिए, वो हमें मदद करता है कि मन में जिस तरीके की वृत्तियाँ उठती हैं, जिस प्रकार की इच्छाएं उठती हैं, जिस प्रकार की चाह उठती है, हम हमेशा उसके अनुसार काम ना करें, हम उसके पीछे ना जाएं, बल्कि अपने आप को इस डोर में बांध के रखें, ताकि हमारा आचरण धम्म अनुसार हो और केवल अपने मन में जो भाव उठ रहे हैं, जो हमें अच्छा लगता है, नहीं अच्छा लगता, उसके अनुसार ना हो.
So I find it very, very inspiring to see also the dignity of all of you in the way you relate to the things and people that are meaningful to you with respect and a form, not just casual, but also, for example, when we do the chanting together, we coordinate it, we listen to the leader, and we bow together. This is all a Vinaya culture, a culture of respect and a culture of keeping a form that helps us to communicate and do things together. I believe that the Sangha of the Lord Buddha would not have lasted to this day if there was no Vinaya. Because actually the Buddha mentioned that, like it's like you have like flowers put on a tray loosely scattered around and the wind blows them away. Whereas if you put them all in a little arrangement with a string, then they stay together, and then this flower garland will stay a long time. Similarly, when asked by Venerable Sariputta why the dispensation of the former Buddhas, some of them lasted long and some of it lasted not long, he gave this simile and said, like the Vinaya is like a string that ties the people together and gives us guidelines, sikkhapadang, training rules, a culture of improving oneself through the very, very clear guidelines. So,
तो आगे आचार्य जी अपनी बात बढ़ाते हैं, बताते हैं कि भाई हमें जो विनय है या जो शील है उनको इस तरीके से देखना है कि वो हमें एक ढांचा देते हैं अपने जीवन को जीने का, जिससे कि हम बिखरे ना रहें. फिर उसका एक स्पष्ट उदाहरण उन्होंने दिया कि आप इस तरह से कल्पना करें कि अपने सामने अगर कोई फूल पड़े हुए हैं और वो और अगर तेज़ हवा आती है तो फूल बिखर जाते हैं, जबकि अगर हम एक धागे से, एक डोर से उन फूलों को बांध देते हैं गुच्छे में, तो वो फूल एकत्रित रहते हैं, वो बिखरते नहीं हैं. तो इसी तरीके से भंते सारिपुत्र का एक सूत्रों में बात आती है कि उन्होंने भी बिल्कुल यही उदाहरण दिया विनय के महत्व का. तो संक्षिप्त में वो हमें ये समझाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि जो विनय है, जो शीलों का हमारे पास ढांचा है, वो हमारे अपने जीवन के लिए हमें एक बहुत अच्छा एक कंटेनर, एक ढांचा प्रदान करता है.
So, but if I had only known the Vinaya as a young student, I would probably have felt this is too strict, this is too tough, this is heartless, it's only about law and only about order. But luckily, it's human beings that practice the Vinaya, and they also smile every now and again, they also make mistakes, and they also correct each other, and they have a beautiful way of dealing with each other and forgiving themselves when they are doing things that are not appropriate. And that's also a very good culture and also a beautiful thing.
आगे अपनी बात को बढ़ाते हुए आचार्य जी कहते हैं, भाई देखिए ऐसा भी लग सकता है, वो कहते हैं कि अगर मैं शुरू में जब मैं गृहस्थ था तब मेरा अगर परिचय होता विनय से, तो मुझे लगता है ये तो बहुत ही मुश्किल चीज़ है जो केवल हमें बांधने के लिए है, जिससे हमारी स्वतंत्रता समाप्त हो जाएगी. कहते हैं ऐसा नहीं है, बल्कि हम देख सकते हैं अपने खुद के रोज़मर्रा के जीवन में कि हमसे कई बार गलतियाँ होती हैं, तो हम उसके लिए उसकी माफ़ी मांगते हैं, और इसके बावजूद कि हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं अपने आप को एक संगठित डिसिप्लिन जीवन जीने का विनय के माध्यम से, शीलों के माध्यम से, हमारी जो मन का जो मुख का तेज है, एक स्माइल है, वो हमारे मुंह से नहीं हटती है, उसके बावजूद हम काम कर सकते हैं एक प्रसन्न चित्त से, बल्कि उसके वजह से हम एक प्रसन्न चित्त से काम कर सकते हैं.
And this pair between the Dhamma and the Vinaya, you can see as like two sides of the same life that we live. Like partly the Dhamma is about freedom, about letting go, about not being bound up with anything, whereas the Vinaya is like the string. Basically, it binds you up and it kind of tells you stop here. Somehow we have to combine this. And it's a very, very interesting project to find out how this works. You have a form, but inside you cultivate freedom. And it's good to know actually the word Vinaya means to lead out, lead away from, lead. It's the way out. Even the form, the Buddha said, basically use this technique. We can say the Vinaya is like a technique. Maybe you can compare it to the meditation techniques. If you have been practicing maybe in India, it's very popular to practice in the method of Goenkaji for example, you have a very clear technique, and or other techniques that I was taught before when I was in Berlin, for example, very precise. If you do this, then you have to continue like that and do it very systematically. And there are very good meditators that